And we are back.
To jump back into hyperspace. Let's see.
We should. Are you you're at the store?
I was
gonna say we could probably hit one more jump before we hit the exit, right?
No, because it would have gotten too close.
Is this the exit?
Oh, too bad I can't buy their slave. I'm gonna ignore them and go on my way. I'm gonna get to the next sector.
Oh, great. Pirate controlled.
Rock controlled.
Wait, what
rock
is
are aliens?
What is rock? Is that like
pirates are pirates?
They're both like a group of people though?
Yeah.
So the rock people and the pirate people?
Oh, pirates or rocks? Which one?
I'd say pirates are probably more likely to run away from you.
Okay.
Rocks are probably, I assume more defensive or like warrior based compared to pirates who are kind of like more opportunity based.
All right, let's try and get out of this zone quick.
I don't know if they went into that detail, but considering this is micromanagement, I assume they went into the details of naming stuff in,
it's a rebel scout.
In traditional ways, you know?
Prepare to die.
Oh, it's a scout.
Yeah,
you need to kill him. If he runs, that's probably going to spell bad news for you later on.
Yep.
So you need to kill him. Make sure he doesn't. Have you let anything run away? I know you've like let people live for trade, but like, has anyone jumped and ran?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. What I was gonna mention is, Mike probably has something better to say about the whole Diablo controversy.
You guys are really into Diablo. I wanted to try 3 when it came out, but there was so much negative feedback from when it first came out, I kind of skipped it.
Mike played 1 and 2 and 3. I played 1. I played 2. I didn't play 1. I played 3 also, but not for too long. But he would probably have a lot better something to say about the in-game mechanics of Diablo games in general, and just how the scene is and how fans are, because he did a lot of PvP. He was on a lot of the Blizzard servers talking with people and chatting with people back in number 2. I'm assuming as much the same with number 3, but I have a lot less knowledge about number 3 because I didn't play it for too long. But Diablo 2 was great, man. I think everyone refers to that as like classic Diablo. Diablo 1 was where it started, obviously, but Diablo 2 really helped manage a lot of the mechanics.
I remember my other
like the ability to run and how inventory systems work, and I don't think there was any PvP in number 1. I didn't play it.
Well, that's where it got, from what I understand, that's where the fan base really started. Yes.
That is, yeah. I think a lot of people liked number 1, but it really drove up, because that's when PC gaming was starting to really like get big as well.
Yeah.
Not big compared to like nowadays, but like back then there was only so many computer games, and most of them were not at the same level of. I think your guy's gonna die. I think your green guy's gonna die right there before anything else happens. There you go. You gonna send your Robo Boy in there? Wait, whoa, he disappeared.
It's because I can't see him.
No, he just straight up
teleported out. Oh shit.
He went and disappeared.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I didn't know they could teleport out. I thought that once they teleported on, they were on until you win or they win.
I'm not sure. I still don't know everything about this game.
I don't fucking if I know.
But I got 3 shields, baby.
That's awesome.
I'm doing okay.
But I played Diablo 3 for a little bit, and it wasn't very long at all because I didn't like where they're going with it. I bought the game. Mike and I were talking about this the other day. I think that was the last game I went to a midnight release of to a physical brick and mortar store. I can't think off the top of my head of any other one, but we were talking about it and kind of reminiscing back to the days of it, and we were talking about how they had fucked up. And this was before the Blizzard controversy. We're talking about how they fucked up on the Blizzard, on the Diablo 3 servers. How day 1, the servers went down, and it's like, that's a big problem because, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, boo-hoo, you can't play your game for the first day. It's like, but we can't play offline. We can't go through the main menu mode. We can't like even go to character creation screens. We can't do anything that doesn't have to be online, offline. And I get it, yeah, it was only for the first 24 hours, but this was a big hyped game. We waited midnight, took time out of our day, and they couldn't figure that it was going to be a big deal.
When, like, and SimCity did the same thing too, where you couldn't play offline.
Yeah.
And that whole time they learned finally.
I don't know which one was first or second, but yeah.
Sims was first, and then Diablo did it again because I think that was the last drop. You were like,
I think you're right.
Fuck this! Need to be connected online, especially for a game that has a single player mode that allows you to play offline.
Yeah.
Like this isn't an MMO. Why does this need to be a thing? It's not Final Fantasy 11. It's not World of Warcraft. It's not Terra Online. It's not an MMO. I should be able to play this offline because there's a single player mode. Like, what kind of horseshit is this?
The aspect of that going down, and then even then after that for a little while, it wasn't even reliable.
No.
Like, it was a problem. And then it launched without, and I might get the terminology for the items wrong, but it's either epic or rare items. Excuse me. Wow. They weren't in the game. Like, it was just commons and uncommons, I believe, at the very beginning. Now, this was 5 years ago, so I might be misspeaking in certain terms. Forgive me, hardcore fan base.
Forgive us.
But there weren't even, like, super rare drops. I don't even think there was sets. And that was a lot of, you know, you get set pieces of items. That's how you build up your character. You get super strong based off of that. Then you can go into different difficulty modes and end up getting the best loot in, like hell difficulty and beyond. Depending on what it is. It's been a while again. I think hell was probably the highest difficulty. Can't remember. But then they had that, and then the auction house was a thing. And that was a big fucking problem because people were starting to make money off of it, and it was ruining a lot of the economy. Now, they might have fixed it, but from what I heard, it was more problem than it was help. Ooh, buddy.
Turn and fight. Okay, let's take out your shields.
You're gonna want to take them out quick, right? Because
Yeah,
you're taking
I've got really good shields now.
Yeah, but you're taking hits from the asteroid field, right?
Yes. So, but I've got 3 shields and they recharge.
Yeah,
so they
at
have
the
to
current
hit-
rate, you're fine.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying. But what's the asteroid field do for that?
Astro just random hits. So
Okay,
it's their
so you're
hits
fine for
and-
now.
Right now, I think I can.
I think
just,
you're actually, cake.
Yeah.
I think you're good, man.
I think I'm good. I don't think there's anything they can really do to hurt me.
Hell yeah. Accept
Accept
their
your
offer.
offer?
Sure. Yeah, you get to live, boys.
You guys get to live. If
I don't-
you guys
I don't know
stop
why,
attacking, why not?
Now attack them! Wait, can't you do that?
I think you can.
I accept your offer. No, duh.
I'm willing to explore a bit more now because I do have really good shields. Let's take out this thing.
Oh, pirate ship! How long's it been? 1 jump? 2? You must die.
I saw the ending for you guys when you beat Dark Souls. So I just went, that's it? That's the ending? That's anticlimactic, but maybe it's because I didn't watch the whole series. Maybe
Hey, there's probably it. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
You liked it? Okay.
It felt satisfying enough for me.
Yeah, I jumped in on the very last episode.
You gotta keep
though,
in mind too. It's an older game.
That's true. It's
So,
from
like,
PS3 way back, like when it first launched.
I don't remember when it came out because I never played it when it came
My
out.
friend Brian got really into it. He'd been out of games for a while, and he just
Generally, people would get into Dark Souls, get really into Dark Souls. They have a hardcore fan base, which, just like Diablo, you wouldn't go Dark Souls mobile, like I said earlier, and have just quick time events, or Dark Souls mobile where you have turns based off of every 10 minutes you get a turn to attack a boss or something. It's meant to be a hard skill challenge. It wouldn't make sense to make a mobile game to the vast majority of the fan base.
or just at least to announce that at that particular time seems very deaf to what the fan base want.
You keep mentioning that. I was more hung up on how they reacted rather than when or where they did it.
Well, I'm just thinking of ways that
I'm not saying like you don't have a viable
No,
opinion.
no,
I'm just
no.
saying like, I don't feel the same way as strongly as I think you do about
I
that
just know
particular
that-
portion of it.
I mean, I might feel completely different too if it was, well, I have a very similar experience with Marvel vs. Capcom. Hey,
What'd
this is
they
a
do?
game, well, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So, hey, when this game got announced,
That might have been why I wanted to keep calling it Infinite and not
Yeah.
Immortal.
I was like, oh man, I'm super
is Immortal,
hyped.
right?
I love, yeah, it is Immortal. I love the Marvel franchise, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is like, cool, there's gonna be another one? Fuck yeah, I cannot wait to play this.
Yeah.
And then you get and you're like, okay, well, the combat's really good, but it doesn't look that great, but whatever. Sales were strong, and then Capcom has just abandoned the shit out of the game. They just,
Really?
all hands off deck. There's rumors that there's gonna be an improvement to it, but
Is
if
they're they're not doing balancing patches or anything?
not really, no. They haven't done balancing in like a year and a half. The game is what it is.
Oh,
It is.
That's kind of disappointing.
It is very disappointing.
I would think if you're gonna make an online game,
Oh,
you would at
shit.
least do balancing patches
Can
for like have it planned out for like a year or two, especially if if it's gonna have a competitive scene.
Yes, and the competitive
You
scene
know?
is now not even done by Capcom anymore. The only people that are keeping going are the fan base. I think what Capcom's trying to do is like just.
Weren't they snubbed though? I can't remember what the controversy was.
Oh,
with
they
that.
got snubbed at Evo because Mr. Wizard, Mr. Wizard, who runs the thing, says, "Well, there's not enough of a demand for this game," and the community's like, "The fuck, there isn't," and they even did a petition and got a big, huge number. It came down to the people that made Dragon Ball FighterZ had 3 games coming out, and they were the big showstopper. Of course they were. Dragon Ball FighterZ is fucking huge. Of course you want that on the main stage. But all they had was like a sideshow room for Marvel. And the Marvel fan base has basically been thrown to the wayside by Capcom. And it's just a big disappointment from the community, similar to how the fans felt after Diablo 3 with the whole auction house and the online system. So
the servers that were crappy, the fact that they didn't even have a fully complete game because the auction house was either not good or it was down at the beginning.
Yeah.
It wasn't in. And then like no sets, no rare or unique or epic or whatever level they called the higher tier gear.
Yes.
It's like, so you didn't give, you started us in like beta mode.
Yeah.
Or like this doesn't feel like the full game.
It's like Final Fantasy 14. If you've ever seen what happened with the 1.0 version, while not as bad as Diablo, it came out as a broken mess.
And they fixed it, and now people are like, "This is amazing." It's a smaller fan base.
And they did the same thing for Diablo 3, but if
Diablo 3 looked entirely different. It looked a lot more like cartoony, wow, high contrast, or high saturation.
A little darker, but I mean, I like the art style for Diablo 3, but I wasn't a Diablo 2 fan, so, you know.
Well, the Diablo 2 looked vastly different from Diablo 3 initially until they heard fans, and they changed it, which is amazing. Great on them. But I think the only reason they changed it is because the shareholders were probably like, well, if you got the time, fucking do it to make them happy, but otherwise we don't see any direct profit hits, you know? Now, it probably took a lot longer because of development and having to change over assets and probably new artists and stuff like that. I don't know the whole internal logic of how all that works.
I guess I could sell, I can buy, I could buy another crew member. I'm pretty good.
Do you want to buy another crew member though? You have quite a lot, man.
I think I'm good. Let's see what I can buy.
Does having extra crew members affect your oxygen rate or refill rate or how well your machine is put under stress or anything like that?
So I can hire a drone, which will make sure if any intruders come on, they can take them out. And
That's
I can also
fucking
buy.
rad.
So let's get that.
Yeah.
I can buy another combat.
Because right now you have so many shields, the really hardest point you're going to get hit is from intruders, right?
Yes.
You would definitely want to put up your defenses against intruders then. Yeah. So I say that's a great idea.
Let's go ahead and I can buy another weapon.
Attacks and shit required power. Do you have the power required? Or the drone part to deploy?
Probably
That's
not.
the only
So
reason why I would say no. Well, you have the drone spot. I just don't know about the power.
I have 2 power things unchecked, so I can upgrade
Shield's
some
maxed
other
out
things.
almost, so I'd say you're fine on shield, man. It hasn't gone down.
Let's go ahead and upgrade the FTL drive a little bit.
What does that do?
That makes it so if I need to jump, I can jump out faster.
Oh, it refills your jump drive mid-combat?
Yeah.
Okay. That did look kind of slow. Okay. Huh.
In case I need to get out of combat quicker.
I would have done differently. I see though. I see what you're saying.
So it looks like I can because I'm not in combat, I can't equip that.
But I just don't.
Cool.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
So that's the total amount of points I can allocate into any one of these things.
I wasn't looking at your point thing when I was saying what I was saying. So then once I saw what you were indicating, I was like, oh, I get it.
I understand. I'm getting the things.
Your point or your power system or whatever the little tab bars are had a star behind it, and I was like, why does that one look broken or have something different on it? I get you now.
Like you can take points away. Like I'm not trying to get out of here. Yeah. So
what is that? Whoa,
that's my weapons.
Yeah, but it had like a symbol over your weapons. It had like a head with stars over it. That was weird.
I don't know
what they took out your weapons?
I think that means because he is really good at it, so now I have a bonus. I think that's maybe what the star meant.
They were blasting your shield.
Yes, they were.
So that went through your shield.
That one did, because they have really powerful weapons.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they do. Holy Toledo.
So this is a much more difficult repair one. I'm going to send you over here.
Yeah, you definitely want to take them down fast, though, because you're not going to out-repair them, man. They're heavy hitters. You're going to want to hit them hard and fast so you don't take damage.
Well, I've got
I don't know how you would go about
I've got as much as I can going on.
Yeah.
So I just kind of have to play defensive.
I'm just, I don't know how. I'm like armchair coaching.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but try and do it.
So I can.
Much like how we're talking to Blizzard. I don't know how you're gonna fucking do it, but please do it.
Yeah,
you know,
they're hurting really bad. They're almost out of here. So I'm
Blizzard?
No, not Blizzard.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Blizzard.
I don't think Blizzard's doing bad at all. I think they're getting their money.
No, they are getting their money. It's always a bummer when player bases feel like they're being ignored.
Yeah. I think that's where a lot of the anger comes from.
The gaming journalists aren't wrong. There are a lot of times when gamers are very entitled. People on the internet feel very entitled to certain things.
I don't think that's the specific problem with this case because they're consumers.
Yeah.
They didn't buy something and then be like, well, now you're our slaves. They're like, hey, you're creating a product, right? Yeah, we're working on 003 or something like that. Cool, we want to make sure it goes in the right direction that would make it a product that we would like to buy.
That everyone would like to buy.
Yeah, or at least 200,000, 300,000 people at least, you know,
and
minimum.
3 sold well too. It was not.
It
was not a flop, and I think the Switch version has sold pretty well too. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But I've been tempted to
Blizzard tends to hide a lot of their numbers though. Yeah. I think that's more active user bases and stuff like that.
True.
Which, if they're doing bad, I can see why they would definitely want that.
Okay, shields and drone.
But yeah, man, I think we're pretty much done with the subject.
I think we are.
We might return to it, talking about it a little bit, but we've ranted a lot about all the things.
It's hard for me to completely justify my thoughts and go on my thought patterns because this game I forgot is way more mind consuming than I remember.
I think a lot of the problem too that we had with the subject was on how some people reacted.
Yes.
Not just Blizzard, but some people were like the thing where they're like, oh, it's the toxic masculinity that's the problem, based off of them thinking that mobile gaming is a feminine thing. It's like,
I was more disgruntled with a bunch of the journalists who immediately defended Blizzard and didn't see it from the fans' perspective at all. It was like a stark cutoff, giant generalization. They're just being bitchy about the game is not what they want. It's like, you don't have to play it then. It's like, that's not a good argument for what the fans are upset about.
Yeah.
They're upset because they really love this game. They've supported these games all the way. Diablo 3 didn't launch well.
Yeah.
And they're worried that they're being ignored as a fan base, and Blizzard's done nothing to placate that.
I'm seeing a decent amount of people on Twitter giving out good defensive arguments for people who are like, just don't play the game then. It's like, no, we're consumers and we want to support a product that is in line with how this game has been up until this point.
Yes.
We're disappointed if it's moving away from that, but we would still like to support them and let them know what we like as consumers. And they were like, well, you just need to accept it. It's like, that's not a good outlet.
No.
Man.
That's kind of...
That's being like, well, just don't like it then. Or just don't, what I'm trying to say is, don't purchase it then. It's like, what? So it's just one or the other. We can't have like a talking point about any of this.
We can't have a discussion. We're not allowed to voice our disgruntled opinion that this is not what we were looking for.
Yeah. I definitely don't give death threats and shit like that, but I definitely voice your opinion. Yeah. Try and be concise about it and try and do it better than we are currently doing.
Don't try and belittle the people. Don't try and curse them out. Don't be from an agitated state. Try and be from a constructive point, obviously. But where else were they supposed to voice their opinion?
Then a Q&A panel thing that they get to talk with the developer
There's nothing else
the
that
PR guy.
What else is going to give them a better chance to directly talk to the people that are in charge of the product?
Well, especially because they don't listen. They don't seem like they're listening. You have to be a little bit more upfront about it. Anyhow, you need to beat this so we could end this episode. Oh, or you could pause it.
Yeah. Well, they surrendered.
So, okay. Never mind then. I was going to say, why is nothing happening? Is it paused? Okay, I get you. Yeah. Yeah. We'll come back and we'll drop the rest of the Diablo thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll find something else to talk about.
I feel like we beat that dead
horse.
We're
doing really good on this right now.
Yeah. No, you're doing amazing. This is great.
Might
get
close.
Might get it. Yeah. Next time, guys. Beep bop boo.
How deep our holes are.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could tell you my hole goes all the way from my hole to my other hole.
But we have access, don't we?
Because, I mean, otherwise, it's kind of a cat dog situation.
It is.
Except one talks shit and one just shits. The rest of me is just full of shit.